Welcome to the Cricket Quiz Club. Let's see if you can smash a perfect 100%. Take your best shot. Let's go. Don't forget to subscribe and share your score in the comments below. Today's challenge, 1990s Test Cricket. Question 1. Which batsman scored the most Test runs across the 1990s decade? Alex Stewart. He topped the decade with 6,407 runs in 94 tests. Question 2. Who took the most Test wickets across the 1990s decade? Shane Warne. He claimed 351 wickets from 1992 to 1999, making him the leading wicket-taker of the decade. Question 3. Which West Indies batsman set a world Test record with 375 in 1994? Brian Lara. He surpassed Gary Sober's 365 against England in Antigua on 16th of April 1994. Question 4. Who produced the only perfect 10-wicket Test innings in the 1990s? Anil Kumble. He took 10 for 74 against Pakistan in Delhi on February 7, 1999, the second all-10 in Test history. Question 5. Who scored the most Test centuries during the 1990s decade? Sachin Tendulkar. He hit 22 centuries in 69 tests between 1990 and 1999, more than any other player. Question 6. Which Australian opener was among the highest run scorers in the 1990s? Michael Slater. He scored 4,522 runs in 53 tests from 1993 to 1999 as Australia's primary opener. Question 7. Which South African all-rounder made his Test debut in 1995 and became one of the greatest of all time? Jacques Kallis. He debuted against England in Durban and finished with over 13,000 runs and 292 wickets. Question 8. Which Sri Lankan was a leading wicket-taker across the 1990s? Muralitharan. He took 227 wickets in 48 tests from 1992 to 1999, emerging as the decade's top spinner. Question 9. Which England bowler took a famous Old Trafford hat-trick in 1995? Dominic Cork. He dismissed Richie Richardson, Junior Murray, and Carl Hooper in one over against West Indies. Question 10. Which batsman scored 334 not out for Australia against Pakistan in Peshawar in 1998? Mark Taylor. He equaled Don Bradman's Australian record and declared at Bradman's score. Question 11. Which Australian paceman was among top wicket-takers of the 1990s? Glenn McGrath. He captured 266 wickets in 58 tests from 1993 to 1999, with an average of 22.87. Question 12. Which Australian captain won 16 consecutive Test matches during the 1990s? Steve Waugh. He led the streak from October 1999 to March 2001, starting with the last 3 wins of the decade. Question 13. Which West Indies fast bowler delivered consistent wickets through the 1990s? Curtly Ambrose. He took 309 wickets in 71 tests from 1990 to 1999 at an average of 20.14. Question 14. Which fielder took 157 catches in Test cricket the most by any player at the time. Mark Taylor. He held 137 catches by his 1999 retirement, the most by a non-wicketkeeper then. Question 15. Which Sri Lankan batsman scored 340 against India in 1997 in one of the highest test partnerships? Sanath Jayasuriya. He shared a 576-run stand with Roshan Mahanama in Colombo, the world record at the time. Question 16. Which batsman averaged over 58 in tests during the 1990s decade? Sachin Tendulkar. He averaged 58.72 across 66 tests and 103 innings from 1990 to 1999. Question 17. Which spinner became the decade's leading wicket-taker for India? Anil Kumble. He took 264 wickets in 58 tests from 1990 to 1999. India's top bowler of the decade. Question 18. Who hit the most double centuries in the 1990s decade? Brian Lara. He scored 2 doubles, 375 in 1994 and 213 in 1999, tying the decade's lead. Question 19. Which Australian captain scored heavily in tests across the 1990s? Mark Taylor. He amassed 6,306 runs in 86 tests from 1990 to 1999, while captaining for most of the period. Question 20. Which South African fast bowler rose to prominence in the 1990s with many wickets? Alan Donald. He took 284 wickets in 59 tests from 1992 to 1999, after South Africa's readmission. Question 21. Which batsman was the first Indian to score a Test century on debut in the 1990s? Pravin Amri. He scored 103 not out against South Africa in Durban on 13th November 1992. Question 22. Which keeper registered a notably high number of dismissals in 1990s tests? Ian Healy. He effected 354 dismissals in 93 tests from 1990 to 1999, the most by any keeper in the decade. Question 23. What was the lowest test score of the 1990s decade? England 46. They were bowled out by West Indies in Port of Spain on 29th March 1994. Question 24. Which England batsman scored 333 against India at Lord's in 1990? Graham Gooch. He made 333 and 123 in the same match, totaling 456 runs, the highest in a single test then. Question 25. Which team posted the highest test total ever of 952 for 6 against India in 1997? Sri Lanka. They declared at 952 for 6 in Colombo on 6 August 1997, still the highest test innings total. How did you do? Comment your score below. Subscribe to Cricket Quiz Club for daily cricket challenges. See you tomorrow for another quiz.